How's it going, everybody? Jody in here, and we're back for another episode in our Palworld series. This will probably be the last episode before I get No Man's Sky back up and running. So we're gonna make the best of it, and we are basically almost at the point where we have our what's the way to put it? We have our knockdown pal, shall we say, almost ready to go. Now, I got to do a shout out here to my cousin, who I actually got him Palworld because I figured it would be a game that he would love, and apparently he's been enjoying it. So, big shout out to my cousin, who has hit me with some info. I mentioned what I was doing and how I was, breeding up this nice creature for knocking down pals to one hit point, and he came out and he told me some interesting information that I didn't know about the medical bench, or the surgical table. Actually, I think it's called this here, which I have ignored. Because it says a facility where surgery can be performed on pals to change their gender. I didn't read that last part. Or passive skills. I didn't read that part. I totally missed that. I was a facility where surgery can be performed on pals to change their gender. And that's where I stopped reading. And I don't know why I did that. That's where I stopped reading. It was just like, change their gender. Boop, don't need it. And then I got to thinking, well, yeah, I kind of do need that, because we have pals right now who we're trying to mix and match, and they're all the wrong gender. So that would have been a great. But then my cousin comes in and says, oh, you can use that to put passive skills on them too. And I was like, what? And now I'm reading it, and I'm like, well, shit. So that was 3 episodes of breeding, and we got a damn surgery table that could do it all for us. And I'm like, oh, God. So now that we have that unlocked, we're going to make that a priority to get that son of a gun. Again, huge shout out to my cousin. He's got a Twitch channel on Twitch. Well, duh. And I'll put a link to it in the comment thread not the comment thread. I'll put a link in the description of this video, just to give a shout out to him. He does some gaming here and there, and he does some pretty cool stuff. He does some pretty fun videos. I went and watched a couple of the clips. I'm not a Twitch person because I don't like that Twitch basically will only save clips of your videos and show like the last maybe week or two of videos that you've done. It doesn't do the archiving that YouTube does. And it doesn't let you set up the playlist like YouTube does. YouTube is more of a I hesitate to use the word permanent, but it is more of a video collection rather than an instant video service. Once you watch a video on Twitch, it's basically, that's it. You can't really go back again, Whereas this video here that I'm making right now, in my history of being with YouTube, this video is going to be here for years and years, basically, as long as YouTube exists, or as long as my channel exists. This video will be here and available. So I rather like that, because it lets people who might be new to the channel go back and see where I came from. Or go back and see where we started, or go back and visit games that maybe aren't available anymore. So I find it to be a very useful feature, or useful ability, for that to happen. Okay, Mao, we need to swap out a Mao for a Lamball, because we need some more wool. Because we need, what did it say? We needed 20 for the surgery table? Where was that? That's right here. I actually just got that. We need 20 cloth. But we don't have 20 cloth of the high quality High quality. Pal, pal cloth of the highest quality. So I can make 9 now, but then we're going to be stuck, and we'll need to get some more. Now I could go get some. I could go get some wool. I do know where they're hiding, shall we say? Why is this unreachable by pals? That's a load of BS. It is 100% reachable by pals. Pals have been using it forever. Okay, so we got those 9 made. We have our land ball in the field over there. But you know what? I think we'll go. I think we'll give it a shortcut. Excuse me. We'll give our wool a little bit of a shortcut here. We'll sleep and then we'll go land ball hunting, shall we say? They're easy enough to find. They're way back at the starting zone, but there's tons of them there. So yeah, da 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 da. Let's see if our map is up okay, and we are going to. What the hell are we doing next? Oh, the volcano's the 3rd one. I thought the volcano was the 4th one. I thought it went. Rain Syndicate, then Free Pal, and then I thought it went to this one, but it doesn't. It goes to the volcano first. I thought it was the desert one, then the volcano one, but apparently not. Okay, I'm good with that. Everything's rolling here. Okay, let's get going. Do I have my party filled out? Yes. Okay. Fast travel to the starter zone, and we will find land balls and collect them, shall we say. Shall collect them. Land of the mighty land balls. Whoop. Ah. I love how they just roll out. Just. I feel any second that Optimus Prime's going to come in here. Land balls, roll out. I kind of have an affinity for land balls because, you know, I'm kind of like a land ball. They're cute and cuddly, and they're kind of overweight. Just like me. Oh, buddy. And when they're knocked out, they just kind of roll around. That's definitely me. Me. You know, there are days where I wish I could do that. Yep, there's definitely days I wish I could do that. Just roll on down a hill. Gonna pass out now and just roll down the hill. Have a nice day. I envy you, little lamb balls. I envy you. What's in the box? Got some arrows. Nice. So there is a tree over here. We still got to get, even if we go to our surgery table there, we still have to get our abilities for this guy that we're making. And just as a recap, the abilities we're looking for are called Hydro Slicer, Blizzard Spike, and Ice Missile. Now, Ice Missile is it's a much lower tiered ability. It's a much lower tiered ability. It's pretty much the basic ability for ice critters. And now the reason I want that on there, people are going, oh, well, that's not very powerful. Why would you want that? The reason I want it on there is because it is super fast. Blizzard Spike is ridiculously fast. In fact, I think Chillet has it, so we can take a look at it. or not Blizzard Spike, sorry, the Ice Missile. It is intensively fast. It's similar to Cannon. So Dragon Cannon has a time of 2 and a power of 30. Um, so he can fire that off every 2 seconds, technically. Technically, Chillick can fire that off every 2 seconds, where the more powerful the skill gets, see this one's a 55 power, but it takes 10 seconds. This one's a 70 power, it takes 15 seconds. So if you have a whole bunch of super powerful attacks on your pal, it's going to reach a point where it can't fire. It's going to run around and not do anything. It can't actually attack. Now, if I look over here, I do have an ice missile. You see, it's a 3 with a power of 30. So it's 3 seconds. It's 1 second longer than Dragon Cannon, but 3 seconds in a fight is the difference between 2 seconds and 3 seconds in a fight is not a huge deal. So, and we're not going for a dragon type. We're going for an ice water. And the reason we're going for an ice water is because we want that hydro slicer and we want that blizzard spike. That's the reason we're doing an ice water, because those are two really powerful abilities that I don't know. Serpent. Does Serpent have? I don't think Serpent has. No, we have the Hydro Jet on Serpent. Hydro Jet's another one because you can see it's a 2. It's basically it's the water version of the ice missile. Except again, the reason I like ice missile, it's 1 second more between shots, but it fires 3 of them. It doesn't fire one shot; it fires 3 of them. So the dark one, as well as the water one, they're only 2-second delays, but they only fire 1 shot. They don't fire 3 shots. The ice missile fires 3 shots. So even if 1 misses, you have 2 that'll hit. Or in the best case scenario, all 3 hit. Hi, Lamball. Oh, look at you running. Where are you going? Where'd you go, buddy? And again, I am so glad I switched to this bow from the rifle I was using. I do love the rifle. I think it's such a fun gun, especially with the sound it makes. You got the bang followed by the smack when you do a headshot. It's like bang, smack. It's a fun combination of sounds. Whereas with the bow, it's more of a twang with a smack. Not as fun. Not as fun, but it's still like listen, it'll go twang smack. Not as much fun as the pow smack. But yeah, I can fire more often. I can fire them back to back, which is the benefit of it. Okay, we probably do we have enough wool? We got 18 wool. I don't know if that's going to be enough. Probably not. But we're putting a good dent in it, at least. You know what? I'll work my way down to the thing over there. Come on, English. I swear, it's my first language. Waypoint. I'll work my way down to the waypoint over there. Oh, I wanted to check that tree. Son of a bitch. That's the whole reason I started talking about the skills. Was because I was like, oh, there's a skill tree over here. I might be able to get Ice Missile. Because it's, like I said, it's a low tier. So it would be available on these lower tiered trees. Whoops. Plus there's usually an egg in a chest over here. There's the egg. We got an electric. Nice. I'll take that. And by looking at the tree, it doesn't look like we have any ice on there, but I thought there was a chest here too. Oh no, there's a thing, effigy or whatever this was. It was either an effigy or a journal. Nope, no ice on this one. It was either an effigy or a journal. I don't remember. So what did we get? We got Dragon Burst, Spark Blast, and Shadow Burst. You can see Shadow Burst is a 10 with a power of 55. Spark Blast is a 2 with a power of 30. So that's the low-level electric. And this one is Dragon Burst is a 10 with a 55. So power is basically how much damage it's going to inflict, um, in a way, and the time, of course, is or the duration, of course, is how long between shots, how many seconds between shots. Hi, Messenger of Love. How are you? Did I already talk to you? No, I didn't. Okay. We're looking at surprised. Okay, let's emote surprised. Ah! Yay! We got our pal spheres, and we got some gold coins and 2 copper keys. It's always nice to talk to those messengers of love, because they always give you stuff. They always give you some decent stuff, and all you got to do is emote. There's nothing. There's nothing to it. They don't send you off on a mission, tell you to go over here, get a specific pal with a specific ability on it, yada yada yada, like some of the other jerks do. They just say, "Hey, do an emote for me. How about we emote together?" So yeah, I like them. Whenever you run into them, it's a good thing. Okay, let's head back home and see what we got. I don't think we have enough to complete what we're looking for to complete, because I think it takes like 2 or 3 of the wools. Might even take up to 5 to make a high quality. As crazy as this sounds, I kind of actually want to move this base. I've got the urge to move this base. Um, Again, sounds crazy. Oh god, I can only make 4? How many does it take? It takes 10! Oh jeez. Okay. I thought maybe 5. It takes 10! Oh god. Alright. 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 Ah. Dark goes in here. Lightning goes in here. And that's it. We all good. Wait, do I have Ice Missile? I have Icicle Cutter. I do have Ice Missile. Okay, so we do have the number. We do have the first one. We have Ice Missile. That's the 330. Okay, so Ice Missile, Hydro Slicer, and Blizzard Spike. So we need Hydro Slicer and Blizzard Spike to complete our. Oh, we got some. We got a lot of mutton. There you go. That's the. Oh. No room in the fridge. Oh, and I'm gonna have something spoil there. Okay, let's. No. Let's do the. No. What is it that's gonna spoil? Glade Claw. Okay, Glade Claw. I'm looking for something labeled Glade Claw. There it is, grilled Glade Claw. Okay, let's cook that up before it spoils. Don't want to waste anything. And again, we don't really have to worry about the cake, because the cake will stay indefinitely as long as it's in the breeding chamber. It will not go bad, or as long as it's over in that chest. It will not go bad, so we're okay with that. Okay, actually, now that these are cooking, there should be an opening here. I can put these in. Oh, good. It didn't spoil. It was ready to spoil in my inventory. It was like right down to the bottom. Did I just find a hack? If I take that out of there... No, I didn't. Because that was almost spoiled when I put it in, and it went to full. I thought maybe I was like, I think I just found a hack. No. Alright, should we go with grilled lamb ball or roasted lamb ball? 147 and an 18. Yes. Yes. Absolutely. I think I still need to get some carrots down, too. I don't think I have carrots yet. But I do have the ability to put down a carrot field. Did I just pick up? I just picked up the wheat. I do have the ability to put down a carrot field. But I need carrots. Oh! I also have the ability to put down an onion field. Well, shit. Okay. I need onions, too. Okay, so we got carrots. 0 out of 3. Onions, 0 out of 3. Okay, I thought I had some carrots. I was sure I had some carrots. Huh, weird. Okay. I was almost certain I had found some carrots somewhere. Oh, we have lots of wheat. Let's grind up some more wheat, because we have plenty. Serpent, you can have that. You can have that, my buddy. My little buddy Serpent. Okay, we'll give some work over here to our Germantide, who is very happily watering the fields right now. I love the bigger pals. I really do. Like, Jormuntide's great. I do want to get a Jormuntide Ignis, either by catching or by breeding. I do want to get a Jormuntide Ignis because they are an amazing fire Pokemon. They're an amazing fire pal. Why do they both got to start with P? Why couldn't we call these guys like buds or something, like buddies? Or buddies or critters or like why can't we just call them critters? Actually, I think that's copyrighted. I think critters is copyright. Something in my brain's going horror genre when I say critters. Something in my brain is going horror genre. Something like a horror movie or something. Oh, I can build the fountain too. What do I need for the fountain? Because that's going to help us out. That'd be under other. Oh, I have to unlock it first. Sorry. Fountain. Because that helps out with watering. There it is. Oops. Yes, unlock it. So, place in the base to improve watering speed. Placing more than one has no additional effect. So you place one, and then that's good. And it's the same with the toolbox and everything else you can get. You place one, and you're good. So I'm going to place our decorative water fountain. Maybe over here? Kind of seems like a nice decorative spot for it. I do, however, as crazy as it sounds, want to move our base, though. I do. I want to find a cooler spot for it. Not that this spot isn't cool. I really do like this spot. But I would like to get more of a... Well, you know, I don't know. Do I want to do that? Do I want to go through all that effort? I kind of do, because I've got some cool ideas. But they involve cityscaping. I've got some cool ideas for a PAL base, but they involve cityscaping. And I can't do that here. Well, I mean, I guess I could. I could finish off the wall around. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I got to thinking about some of the places that I've been wanting to build but have never built, and my brain's going, do it! Do it! Do it! One of those places is in this city here, in the ancient city here, just taking like one of these corridors and boxing it off and building there. Maybe like a multi-level office kind of structure. Not necessarily office, but you know what I mean. And then another thought was down here, because there's a lot of corridors and stuff down here. I could wall off one of these courtyards and kind of refurbish the castle. That was another thought, which I thought that might be cool. Because we already know that we can. We already know that we can run resources remotely. We have our base over here for our metal, which is no problem. I mean, we don't need metal at our main base. We could just set up little outpost bases like that for metal, coal, whatever. In fact, there's one in the desert there for coal. I could set up. It had the 4 or 5 coal nodes there. All I have to do is basically copy what I did over here. You know, just wall the place in. Because as you can see, once it's walled in and once its accessibility is cut off, you don't really get raids anymore. They leave you alone. I think raids only trigger if they can actually get to you. So if they can't get to you, then they don't raid. So this base here would be an idea. Setting up here. I'd have to survey that first. Another idea was setting up in the where the hell are we? Up here. Another idea was setting up in this region, which would be a lot harder because stuff here is a lot higher level than I am. But we could set up a base in like this, in like the trees here, make it nice, make it look pretty, or have all the trees surrounding us. You know, that would look nice. I don't know. I don't know about this one because of the platform levels, it would be hard to keep stuff out. Things would be able to usually come in from the top level, unless I build at the top, which I can't because there's a house here and there's a thing here, I believe. So the only really place I could build would be in this area, which is not going to be very good because I think there's a platform level here where it changes from high to low ground. And the problem with that is, yes, you can build your walls out. You can build your walls out from the cliffs. You can see there's a cliff right here. I can build a wall out from that, around and back, but around the back here, they could jump down and in. So that doesn't really protect you. Whereas the place I'm at right now, I'm on top of a hill, so nobody can get me up here. The only way up is here, and nobody's coming up here. Well, except for these Swee, but they don't really care. No, you guys are fine. You guys are fine. You guys are fine. Don't run away. It's fine. You know what? I should leave a feed box outside there, even though it would be a meaningless gesture. Just put a feed box out there. There you go, guys. Lure you in. All right. How are we doing for... Can we make some more? We can make another one. Okay. We're getting there slowly. How's our... Oh, son of a gun. Go away, chill it. How's our... Okay, these are done. The cakes are done. Everything's done. We have a ton of flour now. And... Carrots. Where can I get carrots? I thought I saw carrots somewhere. Carrots and... Carrots and onions. I thought I saw them for sale. Were they for sale at the desert location? The desert oasis? Let's go take a look. Because we've got that unlocked. We've been there. Let's go take a look. We have the desert oasis here. And there's also a... what do you call it? Behind it. There's a black marketeer behind it. But I think we can only... Now we have 54 dog coins. Okay. They only... I think they only sell in dog coins. Which is fine, because we have some. Hello, PIDF. Don't mind me. I know I've killed a lot of your men, but... You deserved it. Alright. What do you have, sir? You have... Any seeds for me? You have lettuce seeds and tomato seeds. Well, we are kind of... We're good on those. We're good on those. You do have some PAL skills, but they're not the skills I'm looking for. Okay. How about you, sir? I know you also have some stuff that you sell. You sell equipment. No. This is the place where you actually get the multi-climate undershirt, the tier 1. If you don't have the dog coins for the tier 2. If you do have the dog coins for the tier 2, the dude you want is outside. Well, I think you can visit any of them, but there is specifically one outside. At the back corner here. There he is. Whee! Hello, black market person. How are you? Oh, you just sell pals. I thought you sold items too. But maybe not this guy. Oh, he's not the... Okay, he's got the black. Okay, he's got the black outfit. All right, let's see if there's a difference. So this is the black marketeer. Okay, he's got a black cloak on. I'm pretty sure the other guy's got a gold cloak on. I don't think he's called a black marketeer. I think he's called something else. That's the one that we want to talk to. And I know he's at the red church. This one. I think he might be at every church. But I know he's at the red church. This is also where you meet Rain from the Syndicate. Or Zoe, sorry. Zoe Rain. Metal Merchant. Okay. And yes, he does have a gold cape. But he's got the same mask on. Okay, what do you have? You have... Yeah, this is where you get the multicolored or multi-climate undershirt +1. This is also where you get the 2 accessory boxes, so you can increase your accessory slots. Ring of Freight is also good because it ups your carrying capacity, so it increases your weight basically. But I am not seeing the Starfruit's nice. Raises the pal's rank. So that's one way to raise their rank, by the Starfruit. Another way to raise their rank is by the um, condensate. So there is another church. There's another desolate church. I'm trying to remember where the hell it is. I know there's one over here. I don't know who's there, but I'm pretty sure there's another guy here. He might be a black market merchant. I know there's a cave that's got one of them. I don't remember where that cave is. So you are also a metal merchant, okay. What do you have, sir? Same stuff. No difference. Okay. Excuse me. So I got the coins from that. Dire House drop. No, they don't drop gold, they drop leather. There's some flocks. You guys are lucky I'm not on the hunt for you anymore. Okay. So I guess we just gotta get wool the old-fashioned way, which is through the ranch. Or we go hunting it. It's gonna be expensive hunting it, but I mean, it's something we can do. And what was our last haul? 8? Okay, carrots and onions. I feel like I was able to buy those somewhere. Carrots and onions. Carrots and onions. You know, I usually have a browser open, so I can do this stuff. Carrots and onions. I'm trying to think now. Where the hell did I have those? Oh, I think I know who drops them, though. I think I know who drops them. And it might be a good time to catch them. Or not catch them, but, you know, take them out. If I can remember where the hell I need to go for them. Shit. Oh, this is where I pull out my frickin' Palpedia instead of being a complete moron. Okay. Massandra. I didn't know. Not Massandra. Not Massandra. Not Massandra. Come on, brain. I'll know it when I see it. Oh, these guys these guys? No. Carrot seeds. Okay, so these guys, the Dinosum. How about the Yeah, Dinosum Lux, okay. The Nidosums and Dinosum Lux. Can I click? You know what would be great if I could click on this and it would just like filter it. That'd be great. Cry. Oh, so you can hear. Okay, interesting. Okay, so the Dino Sum. I also want to say, where's the Wumpo? I want to say the Wumpo would probably have it too. Okay, she drops onion seeds, but I don't know where to find her. Well, I can probably find it. I want to say the Wumpo. Where the hell's the Wumpo? Oh, Brawn Cherry, maybe. No, Brawn Cherry drops the earlier stuff. Dahlia drops flowers. Where is the Wumpo? There's the Wumpo. Botan. I got no data. Shit. Okay. Do I know where you are? Oh, you're over there. Damn. And the regular Wumpo's up there. But they're ice, so I doubt they drop anything. But I'm willing to bet the Wumpo drops them. But they're only available in there. Day and night. Okay. What else? Maybe Quiver and Botan? What do you drop? Do you drop anything? I don't have data for them. Shit. I wonder if the... Oh, I don't know. Okay, but so far we got the Brawn Cherry. No, we don't. I thought the Brawn Cherry did that. No. Okay, so we need... What was the one that did? It was up here. It was the... oh, Dinosaur. They drop carrot seeds. Okay, where are they? They're all over. Okay. I think if we're going to get carrot seeds, though, we're probably going to have to go to higher level areas. So maybe here? Maybe we'll search here. Let's search here for the Dinosum in this area, which is right above the desert. Okay. Right above the desert, in this area here where we don't have a teleport. Fucking hell. Who draws up these maps draws shit. I should say the one who places these places shit. Why do we have nothing up there? I bet you it's like right here. Okay, so I need to go what, this way? Yes. Close enough. Okay. No, it's okay. You guys are alright. I'm not going to attack you. I will leave you in peace. They will attack you. I won't. Okay, so there's the island of Misfit Toys. Actually, it's not. That's the other island. This is the island of why are there no goddamn waypoints? I bet there's probably one on that rise over there. I'm willing to bet. Or on the beach, like around the corner where I haven't been yet. There's the that guy's actually, I think that guy's the boss. So we're gonna steer this way. Losing my ability to fly! Yay! Thankfully we don't take fall damage here. Okay, what's our levels here? What are you? 9s? Oh god. Okay. I feel like we're gonna have a hard time finding these. We only need 3 seeds though to start a farm, so it's not an impossible task. It's just a ridiculous task. While we're here, yeah, run over and console your friend. More grilled lamb ball. Oh, there's one. Give me carrots. Give me carrots. Yay, I got a carrot seed. Okay. I need 2 more. They drop berries. Nice if they dropped onion seeds too, but they don't. What the heck are you guys? Oh, Tansies. Oh, dinosaur, where are you? Don't tell me there's like one on this entire island. That'd be annoying. A bunch of land balls though, so it's not gonna be a total loss. I'll go land ball crazy. Tabias drop berries. What do you drop? What does a rib bunny drop? Leather? Leather. Okay. Not really needing leather at the moment, although I will take it if I accidentally get it. Oh, dinosaurs! Where are you? It said all over this island. Did it not? I was sure it said all over this island is where they spawn. That does not appear to be the reality of the situation. So far, we found one in a little pond. Don't see anything down there. Nope, nope, nope. Oh, where, oh, where? Half the dino sun's gone. I didn't think I could run them over in this guy. That's friggin' funny. Are you really gonna make an issue of it? All I did was bump you, stupid. Now I gotta knock you out. Bye. I'm not even gonna bother picking up your stuff. Where are you, dinosaur? Oh, there's two. Yay, hopefully they both drop a carrot. Please drop carrots. Give me carrots. 1, 2. Yay! We got carrots. Okay. Now we can get the hell out of here. Have I spotted a thing? I have not spotted a teleporter at all on this land. What the hell? Oh, there's one 120 this way. 110 this way. Way down on the shore, isn't it? Oh no, there it is. On a cliff. Useless location. Ridiculous. Alright. Ah, let us head back home. So we can place a carrot farm. Get us some carrots. And I think with the onions on top of the carrots, I think we can start doing like a stir fry then. I think. Food. Carrot farm. Okay, we're gonna line this in right beside this other farm. Nope, stay attached. There we go. Boom. But I don't think we will be able to do that here. Because I think... No, because the PAL box is in the way. But we can do it a little forward. Or we can put it... I think we can put it here. When we get the onion farm. We'll probably put it here. It's just outside the ranch. So that should be fine. That should be fine right there. So we've got a carrot farm now. Get our first haul of carrots. And I do think, although it really seems like it's going to be such a pain in the ass, I do think that I want to relocate. Change of venue. If not relocate, then definitely rebuild. But my thought is to not disrupt what I have. My thought is to not disrupt what I have. So relocating would probably be the better option. Because I could build at the new location, and then once the new location's built, then I can move all the pals over and all of the equipment over, or all of the like storage and stuff like that. Everything, I should say, everything that's in storage, I can then move over. I'm not gonna have to screw around with like moving one box at a time, or you know, I just say, okay, we're gonna do our grab, go, grab, go, grab, go. Instead of being like, okay, let's grab everything from this box, let's go to that location, let's build a box for it there, let's sit. No, that's gonna be a pain in the ass. Or let's tear down 3 beds here, we'll move to that location, and then we'll build 3 beds there, and then we'll transfer over 3 pals. No, 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 no. That's gonna be such a pain in the ass. I would rather build the whole base over there and then populate it. Like bring these pals to that location and then come back here and start doing shipments of materials. Um, so, with that said, I actually think that's what I want to do. I mean, I don't want to put a halt to our current project of getting our PAL built, or our PAL made, I should say. Um, so I don't want to halt that project in any way. It is going to take some time for us to get the cloth for it. So that's what we're, whoops, that's what we're currently working on. Go away. That's what we're currently working on. Do not need the wheat seeds. Oh, actually, I do need the wheat seeds because we are going to have to build these farms in the new base. So we'll hold on to those. Excuse me. Wow, that was unexpected and fairly rude. Okay. So when we're talking about a new base, we're talking about our locations. We can do some scouting. First, I want to see where I'm at for this. 22 out of 30 refined ingots and 16 out of 20 cloth. So I need to refine some more ingots. That should not be too big of a problem. I might need to go get some coal, but no, I don't. Let's do 20. I don't need to go get some coal. I have coal. Awesome. Okay, and so the only other thing I'm going to be lacking is the cloth, which I need 4 of. I could do a very quick run to get that, or I could just let it naturally happen and go work on the base relocation, which could be a better idea. Be a better idea to work on the base relocation. Now, when we're talking about base relocation, I still wish I could have my base central. Like right now, I am dead smack pretty much in the center of the map. I mean, I would be more centralized in the map if I was over here a little more, just because the map goes way down over here. So central would be more like... Central would actually probably be over here. But I kind of want to, you know, it doesn't really matter because I have so many teleport locations. And my PAL base itself is going to be a teleport location, so that doesn't really matter. Let's take let's take a gander up here, just to see what might be possible. I got to remember how big this base is. So we have our line here. So if I were to cross from here to the other side of the fishing area, that's a fairly good friggin' distance. That's Oh. Oh! Okay. If I stand here, I can see that I'm... Whoops. I can see that I'm 34 meters away from the PAL box. So, 34... So does that mean it gives you 70... Does that give you a diameter of 70? So 34 there. What am I here? My line is kind of in the hill here. There. So 34. On this side, I'm probably about the same. 34, 35. Whoops. Because the line is like... Oh, the line's down here. But I gotta factor in altitude too, because altitude's gonna make it closer. So it's probably closer to 34. See, because when I climb up, I actually get closer. So it's probably also 34 this way or 35 this way. If that's the case, then we're dealing with a circumference of 70. 70 meters. Or not a circumference, sorry, a diameter. We're dealing with a diameter of 70 meters. We got 35 in each direction with the PAL box dead center. And that's going to be good information to know. Good information to know. So if we set up, I'm actually going to need stuff for my PAL box. So let's get some resources here. And I need to, actually, you know what? Before I do that, I've been running through the base collecting stuff by accident. So let's store this shit first. And we'll take, I think we only need 1 or 2 of these. Let's take 2. We don't need any of that. Next thing we need is stone and wood. I think it's like 8 and 4 or something like that. It's not a whole hell of a lot. I'll take 10 and 10. Holy crap, you're going to town with the stone, buddy. Which is a good thing, because I have a feeling I'm about to need it. But shit. Alright, 10 and 10. That'll be enough to put down one of these. So, we can actually get a good look at where we're... Like, if we set up a build area, we'll get a good look at how that build area will be shaped. Oh, fuck. Are you... Get wrecked, you sumbitch. Go get him. Fuckers. Ow. Let's go. Get wrecked, you bastards. Catch this. That'll be one problem with living in this area, is running into those fuckers. They're still chasing me. They won't chase me for long, though. Okay, so, if we were to build in this area, we'd be building around level 38s. Level 38 to 40s. Which are... not really out of our league, but kind of on the edge. Kind of on the edge of what we can handle at the moment. Eventually there'll be nothing. We also got a 50 Ferris over here, which I don't think he'll be a problem. Not if we stay away from him. We kind of build away from him. So I'm just looking at the area here. This might not be as good of an area as the castle. The castle might actually be a better area. Yeah, we got paleogenetic researchers over here. I think they just spawn randomly. I do like this city. Another option would be up here, but then I don't know if we can actually build on here. There's 4 chests here, which would get in our way. But I'm not sure that we can build here anyways, because of those.
I can't build more bases, period. Well, shit. I'm not a high enough level to build a third base. That's fine. Okay. This might not be a good area, now that I'm actually looking at it. I do like this area, but when I'm looking at building, I don't think there's... I think what I was seeing in my head was better than what's here. Like, I was thinking of maybe platforming in those corridors, but I forgot those corridors had those doorways in them. And there's a lot of water pools that would be kind of nice if these posts weren't in them. Because I mean, I could build a nice building there, have a glass floor over the water, and that would look really nice, but I can't build it with those posts in the way. Unless I incorporated the posts, but then I'm losing a lot of space. Plus, I'm losing space with these walls being so close. That wall there and this wall here. Because that's definitely not 30. That might be halfway to the PAL box. Which means my base would then... I'd have to build like over the wall and down in here. And I don't know, it would be... Not saying I can't do it, or not saying I couldn't do it. It would just be a weird design to figure out. And I was thinking more... I was thinking of setting up in a more open area where I would have more freedom. Like, here's not too bad. Again, it's a small area. I could put a wall there. I could put a wall there. Well, no. Look at the odd leveling. It's like it's not flat there. It goes up and down. Same with here. If I were to build a wall here, I would probably have to build it here. But even then, that's kind of... There's a gap there, there's a gap there. I don't know how I'd fill those. There'd be a gap there. And I have no idea how to fill those. So maybe this area is not the best area to be considering. Let's go check the other area, which was the castle. It is also a very nice area. And I do believe it has much larger courtyards than this area. I do like this area. Especially with all the chillets here. Chillets are my favorite. One of my favorite pals. I have a few favorites. I can't really say one favorite over another. I can't. I can't choose one favorite over another because each pal that I do like my quote-unquote favorites, are all unique. They all have different aspects to them. Like, I love Anubis. Anubis is one of my favorites. Anubis is... I've always been fascinated with Anubis. Talking about the Egyptian god. Always been fascinated with Anubis. I've loved his story, shall we say? Not his story, but his... I've loved the lore around him. And the look, of course. The look of Anubis has always been outrageously awesome. Not just in Palworld. I'm talking about, again, all the renditions of the ancient Egyptian god, or guide to the underworld, shall we say? Guide to the afterlife would probably be a better way to say it. But yeah, always had a fascination with Anubis. So to have him here in Palworld is just awesome. So one place I was thinking was this cathedral here.
which is kind of small, but I can multi-floor it. Plus, we have the interiors of the buildings to work with, because I think these buildings are accessible. So we not only have this area here, which we can multi-floor, we have interior hallways, which we can maybe repair. Might be able to put like walls here to repair this. Doors in the doorways, that kind of thing. So we can kind of regenerate this this structure, kind of bring it back to its former glory. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know if that'd be possible. It'd be, like I said, it'd be something I'd have to test build to see if it can be done. And I don't know if these roofs actually count as roofs. I don't know how they work. Because it is a map object. It's not a... And I don't know if the pals would be able to navigate this without running into difficulty. So there's a lot of questions here. And there's a jump thing here, which would be another issue. Because I'm pretty sure you can't just get rid of that, regardless of whether you build a base here or not. See, I can't... Oh, that actually says I just can't build more bases. It doesn't say I can't build it there. So I could technically build that there, if I didn't have the bases. Although that overlaps there. Oh, because I was into the wall. Okay. So if I were to put this in the middle here, and then I could build some floors above it, probably, because it's not ridiculously tall, this thing. It's about a floor tall. You can see the top of it. The top of it comes in, right around the bottom of those pillars, or where those pillars divide. You can see kind of a dividing line in those pillars where the red box is intersecting them. So that's the top of those pillars before it starts on the next set of pillars, or the middle, that middle section of pillars. So it looks like that would be a good height for a first floor, and then we can put in a second floor with a cathedral ceiling, maybe, to match the existing ceiling. I'm not exactly sure how things would match in with this, though. Like whether or not I would be able to build a door here, for example. Or whether it would say I can't. See, it says it's outside a base, not enough support. So because I can't just build this on the ground, I would have to put some kind of platform under it. So I would have to put a floor in. And you see that overlaps as soon as I start going through. How about these guys? These guys are more free. I can put these guys through, but I can't put a door on that unless I do something like this. So I could do something like that. See, that overlaps there. But I could do that and then that. And then this. So that's how I can get the floor through the doorway. And would I be able to put a door here? That overlaps. Regular door? Overlaps. So I wouldn't be able to just throw a door in here. I would have to get creative and maybe put the door on the edge here. Like back a little bit. So like this flooring would have to go something more like that, maybe. Something more like that. But then can I put it through? Then I can't put it through, see? But I would be able to, I'd likely be able to put a door on that? No. So, while in theory I would love to build on this structure, in practice, it's not going to work. So the other thing I can do is instead of building in this building, I can just build in a courtyard, because there's a lot of courtyards in this castle as well. There's a giant one over in the corner here. I wish it was daytime so I could see. But again, we have some building pieces. We have some building pieces. We have a jump thing there, which is going to be in our way. Oh, there's a lift monk up there. So that's probably not going to work. We should be able to find a courtyard here that we can actually use, though. There should be a big enough courtyard here. This is a nice big courtyard here, but I know something spawns here. Same with this. This is a nice big courtyard, but there's Aloas down there. That's the spawn location for Aloa. And I think all the other courtyards have buildings in them, or at least remnants of buildings in them. So that's not going to work either. Back here, we'd be facing... Well, you know what? That might not be a bad spot. This back corner might not be bad. Especially if the base came out to here. I could wall up this right here. We could actually use this as our... We could use the castle wall as our actual barrier. Because it goes right back into the mountain over here. Pretty close anyway. So this would just take a little bit of blocking here, which wouldn't be any problem. I don't think... Oh, let's go through. So I could put doors here. I could put a door there. Or some walls. I'm gonna block this off, so they can't get through here. Block this off so they can't get through here. But does this give us a better area? We have a giant cliff face on this side that I wouldn't be able to build against because it's so awkward. Now that's a nice sized courtyard there. We wouldn't be able to refurbish the building, but we could definitely build inside of it. Hmm. Am I hearing a shiny? I know a Loa's over there, but that's not what I'm hearing. I'm hearing a shiny pal. Somewhere. I don't know where. There's a black market here. Let's see what you got. Sweep Sweeze Nox. Get another Malchus. Nice. Wounds. We're good. I think we're good on those. Okay. You know what? We might just build our own castle. Might just say to hell with it and build our own castle. Hey, we can build this. We can build this easy. Giant, nice giant thick walls. That way we can build it, or rather put it, wherever the hell we want. Don't have to kowtow to anybody else's demands. So if we were to do that, you know where the best place for it would be? Probably on this island that doesn't have anything. Because we'd be able to, our base would literally be its own waypoint. Speaking of waypoint, how the hell did I get so turned around that I can't figure out where the waypoint is? Over here. And that would be a nice spot there too, but then we'd have that cliff to worry about. Stuff falling off the cliff. Cliffs in this game are not, unless you are at the top of all cliffs, cliffs in this game are not a good thing. Building off the edge of a cliff. In most games, it gives you a fourth wall. So you could build on a cliff, and then you are literally walled in. Or you can literally wall yourself in. In this game, if you build along a cliff, stuff can fall in from above. So that's not necessarily a good thing. So there's an ore there. This is a nice big open area. It has that little slope though I'm not too fond of. I mean, I'm thinking castle now. I'm thinking big castle. This would be a nice way up to it. If we were to build it right here. There's also a nice big plateau right there. That's a huge plateau. There's a nice raised plateau up top there, which might even be better. This is a choice building area, man. You got plateaus here, you got one over there. Nice landing zone there with a raised ledge there. You got this big plateau here, you got that plateau up there. This is a nice frickin' build area, man. I don't necessarily know if it's going to be good for resources. Like there's a couple of rocks right there that are nearby. There's a couple of rocks there that are nearby. I mean, that's almost a perfect setup. If you put your base in the middle here, it might just reach those rocks there and those rocks there on the outer edge, which would be really good. And up here, what do we have up here? Well, there's one right there, which could be on an outer edge. Let me get some altitude here. There's one right there. Is there a back road to this? There is not. Okay, so this is kind of like a mountain peak or a mountain edge. This would be nice. I mean, your biggest problem is going to be that your iron is in the middle of it. That's going to be a problem. If you build right here, your iron's kind of in the middle of it. Unless you build so far forward that the back end is not really part of your base. Hmm. Okay. Uh, so base level 10 gives you a second base. Base level 15 gives you a third. Okay. Oh, I didn't know that. Shit. Sorry, I brought up a browser and was just reading how to make two adjoining bases because this would be a perfect spot for one base here, one base here. But now, according to Google's AI, which I don't necessarily always trust, in fact, it gives you more wrong information than right information. Um, it says to create an adjoining or double base, it allows you to create massive combined production areas, yada yada yada. Um, Base level 10 or higher, you must have upgraded your first base to a level 10 to unlock the second base. Level 15 for a third. We might actually almost be there. I have to go back and check. Um, so now, recommended large flat areas. Yes, we already know that. Okay, place the first base. Place your primary base as normal. Locate the edge of the base, which is where the blue base perimeter is. Then place in the second PAL box just outside the blue circle of the first base. Must be close but not overlapping. They should be placed so their respective blue circles are within a few feet of each other. Okay. Then you confirm the placement. The game will prevent you from placing it if it's too close, moving it slightly further away until the indicator turns blue. Okay. Some tips. Use foundations to measure. So to perfectly align your bases, place foundations from the center of the first base outward, then place the second PAL box where the foundation line hits the edge of the first. Then remove the foundations. So build foundations from, basically build a foundation from there straight out to wherever the other base is going to be, this way. And then what you want to do is um, place the second PAL box as soon as you're able, um, along that line. And that will give you your perfectly straight two base. Uh, Now, to say, in order to manage your resources, use a guild chest at each base for easy inventory sharing. I did not know that guild chests would share between bases. I mean, it makes sense, but I didn't realize that. This whole time that I've been using two boxes for like one box at the iron base and then one box at the other one, and then manually moving the resources back and forth. I didn't have to do that. I could have one box that has iron, like raw ore, and even coal. I could have one at the coal base. I could have my wood going in there, my stone going in there, and all of the bases would have access to that resource. I never even knew that. Never even thought of that. Never even thought of that. And then it talks about using foundations to eliminate rocks and trees to ensure a smooth area between the two bases, which is fine. Now, one thing to note, it does say watch for raids.
having bases too close might actually cause raids to spawn in between them. So if I have a base there and a base here, because they form circles, bases are circles, they're not squares. So because it forms a circle, that pie area between the bases is where raids can spawn, right in the middle of your base. So it says plan defenses accordingly. So in other words, maybe cover that area with barricades or something to make sure that if anything spawns, it can't get in your base from there. Which, smart thinking, very smart thinking, very very smart thinking. I didn't think of that, but this is an amazing area. This is an amazing location for a base. I love this. So what I'm going to do, I'll head back to my main base, see where we're at level-wise, because if I'm at level 15, I might as well just quickly grind to 15. And then, God, you know what? This is making me not want to play No Man's Sky. Sorry, guys. It really is. I am having such an amazing adventure in this game that I'm like, do I really want to go back to No Man's Sky? Yes, I do. I really do. Sorry to give you guys a little bit of a... I'm getting excited, which is usually what forces me to play these games for fucking like 12 hours in a row. But damn. I don't think there's a... If there is a creative mode in this game, I don't know if there is. I might see if there is. If there's a creative mode, I might actually test it before trying it in our video world here. I don't know if there is. Is there a creative mode in Palworld? Like, is there a not a yeah, sandbox, like creative sandbox mode? I don't think there is. But if there is, I might try coming up here and building just a base. You know, turn on unlimited resources or whatever, if that's a possibility, and build something there just to see, just as a test bed to see how it works. Holy frick! There's a shiny level 4 Catividia. I had to catch you just out of spite. I shouldn't say out of spite. I actually think it's a pretty cool thing. Listen, you prick. You can throw lightning at me? Shiny Catividia. A coward? It's a coward? Oh, all Catividias are cows. Duh. Where's that? There it is. It's gonna be nicer over here with some teleports too, so I don't have to friggin' do this. Plus, we have the Mushroom Island here, which leads into the pink trees. Come on, cherry blossom trees. So this is actually a nice area. So that area that I was looking at is this area here, which if I look at our current base is here. So our current base takes up you know what? Our base is roughly the size of the cursor. Our base is, well, you know what? Right about there. No, right about there. Our base is roughly the size of the cursor. Okay, so let's head up here and see. You know what? That'd be perfect. Right there. That'd be perfect there. And then have the other one here. Two bases right here. One here, one here. That would be... That's almost perfect sizing. If I put my finger on the screen right there, and then right about there. That's almost perfect. Almost perfect. Now, I would have to... Okay, in order to do this, I would have to be pretty much right on that. If you're looking at the top arrow of my cursor, the very top arrow of my cursor, I would have to be pretty much right there on that little piece that sticks out. That little green tooth right there. I'd have to be pretty much right there in order for it to cover the whole that whole section. So that's not bad. All right, let's get back home. Hopefully we have enough wool for our 4 things. Oops. Oh shit! I was at the PAL box and I didn't even look at it. Let's see. Oh. Ah. Wait. Why don't I have my? Where's my thing? Oh, there we go. V. What level am I? 14. So okay. So next level I do open my next base. So I need a weapon assembly line and a high quality hot spring. No problemo. Where's our weapon assembly line? Foundations? No. Production. Weapon assembly line, we need some nails. We need another 5 nails for that. And then for our... no, where is it? Furniture? No. Infrastructure, there it is. I can make that right now. Make the high quality spring right now. We will, where will we put it? Maybe over here? Nice spot in the corner here for a savanna. Right. Will it not fit here? This would be a nice spot for it. Come on. Be a nice spot for it there. Being a jerk. Being a jerk. Oh, no, I got the fishing thing over there. What about over here? It's on a slope. Not a fan of it being on a slope. But you know what? I just got to build it so I get my level 15. I just got to build it. I don't got to marry it. Good enough. It just needs built. I don't have to like it. Alright, let's get 3 of these. We'll build the weapon assembly line. Again, I'm just going to throw it down because our plan is to move. Our plan is to get the shit out of here. Weapon assembly line. Put it over here with our other assembly line. Good enough. We just need to get to 15. Okay. So now this stuff we're gonna tear down and take with us. We're not gonna kind of leave it here. Okay, so base upgrade. We're now level 15. Now we can build 3 bases. So huzzah! We can go place our base in the other base, or in the other location. Let's get some food going here. Shirt. Sort. Actually, I should have stored first. Then sort. There we go. Works better when you do it proper. Okay. How are we doing for the... I needed 4 of these, right? Oh, I can make 5. Nice. This will get us to our other goal. Which is the surgery table. Where the hell was that? Here. Okay. We're gonna put it in here. Did somebody say surgery? Holy shit, that built fast. Everybody was on that.
God damn. Okay. So, I obviously need to have the guy that I want to use. So let's grab him. Which was the one that I wanted? Mercy hit. This was the one that I wanted. Sorry, Chill It. You're getting bumped. You're coming off the team anyways once I have this guy all set up. Okay. Mission complete. Pal box upgrade available. The hell did I do? Okay. Transfer passive. Wait, what? Impatient. Change. Oh, no. No. Wait, transfer. No. Edit. Hold on. No, that's. Hold on. Okay. Jesus Christ. Okay, what do I want on this guy? Oh wait, am I transferring this off of one of the other guys? Is that how this works? I do have Ferocious. Where's Ferocious coming from, though? Where's 50,000 for me to put it there? I don't have 50,000. What if I replace Runner? I don't have that either. Okay, hold on. What if I want to take that off? Nothing. Okay, so I need 50,000 to put Ferocious on this guy. He has Serenity already. He has Mercy hit. He has Runner. I don't need Runner. I can get rid of Runner. Ferocious gives me a plus 20 to attack. Brave would give me a plus 10 to attack. So I could replace Runner with Brave. And I'd get a plus 10 there and a plus 10 here. For attack. Okay. So we have a skill cooldown reduction of 30 with an attack of 10. And then we got another 10% attack. So his attack rate now is plus 20. Or, well, plus 10 and plus 10. Kind of works out to the same. Sort of. So his attack's 136. But what can we put here? See, that lowers the cooldown as well. Hunger decreases slower. Sanity drops slower. I don't have to worry about sanity too much. Attack. Defense. Oh, defense would be nice. A defense of 10 would be nice. Yeah, you know what? A defense of 10 would be nice. That was that was hard skin, right? Wait a minute, let's see what it does. It's good. Okay, so 70. Oops. 70. It didn't change. It stayed 70. Defense plus 10%. Attack plus 10%. It didn't change. Oh! It changes once you click on it. Okay, so now the defense is 77. Okay, so that's not bad. Serenity with the Brave. So attack plus 10 and then plus another 10. So his attack is now 148. Defense 10 brings it up to 77. With a Mercy hit on there. And he's only a level 3, so these are just going to get better. So I'm good with this. I'm good with this. I mean, I would like to have some more yellows on here, but I'm good with this. Okay, we have our Munchill, at least for now. I might try breeding on something later. See if we can breed on something later. like maybe a diamond's body or something like that. Um, but for now, I think we got ourselves a good one. Wait a minute. Oh, my equipment's raising me 200. Okay, raising my defense. And my equipment's also raising my health. Nice. What is the leaf from? What the hell is this from? Oh, that's food. Duh. Leaf. It looks like a leaf. It looks like a leaf, but it's actually a pie chart with a little up arrow. Oh God. That's funny. That's funny. Okay. So I think we're good. I think our character's nicely set up now. We got another PAL box upgrade for some reason. I don't know what we improved for. Oh, I built that a while ago. I built two large PAL box. Okay. So now we're, yeah. Max number of bases 3. Okay. And max pals on base are limited by world settings. Yes. I didn't want any more than 15 because that's when the game starts to kind of get. Actually, the game kind of starts to get glitchy around 10 when you have 10 pals at the base. But we've been okay so far. We've been okay so far. That's something I hope they work out. Is the AI kind of stutters a little bit when you're. It's kind of like I don't know what to do. Oh, we have the ore mining site now. You know what? I want to find the. I'm pretty sure the guild storage is over here, though. I want to unlock that first before I start wasting points on other stuff. Where the hell's the guild storage? Oh, it's at level 41. I'm not there yet. Shit. But I need 4 tech points to do it. Okay, so I gotta make sure I have 4 tech points. I gotta make sure I have 4 tech points. But I did see something that I wanted that was only worth 2. Where was? Oh no, it's worth 4. Shit. I thought the ability glasses were only 2 points. It's not. It's 4. Although, I mean, these points really aren't that hard to get. You get them out of the dungeons that you can run dungeons and get them. So it's not like they're a huge deal to get. Um, but it would probably be better if I saved them. If I saved the points instead of going, oh, I can get more. Yeah, I can get more, all right. Just depends on if I can get more. All right. Let's head back to that base that we were at, that base location, because we can put down our PAL blocks now. Wait, 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 because I put my materials away, did I not? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. End up going there and be like, oh, I have no PAL material. Or have no materials to build anything. Bastard. Alright. So now to build a stone structure... Build a stone structure. Do I actually need wood or do I just need stone? I just need stone. Okay. Now we're talking. One thing that we are not lacking is stone. So we'll take enough wood to build the PAL table. There's wood over there too. I don't really have to be skimpy with my wood. That came out totally wrong. I apologize profoundly for that. That came out totally wrong. Okay. Let's head over here. Before I drop some more faux pas. Okay, now that's a nice view right there, isn't it? Just kind of fog and then the mushrooms and yeah. I like that. I'm just deciding if I want to take a screenshot of that. Actually, if I stand here long enough, it might take a it might decide to use this as a thing. Pre-generated whatever. What are those called? Clips. Um, but yeah, I kind of like that.
Hmm. Hmm. Anyway, I do like that view. It's a nice view. Moving right along. Moving right along. We have bases to build and bullshit to get up to. You know what? I should... Let's, Buddy didn't even notice. Let's bring out our guy. Level him up a little bit. Maybe we'll get some more carrots while we're at it. He's definitely leveling up. He's level 13 now. $14. I should collect your stuff. Alright, oh, well, bad choice. Well, not really. Because I can use the mutton to feed my guys right now. And the berries. There we go. Well, that still keeps me overburdened for some reason. There we go. Oh, because I'm right on the edge. I am, like, right on the edge. Speaking of living on the edge. Good job. See, there's the ice spike. He's already got ice spike, which is nice. I don't have to train him with it. Oh. He's a 15. He's slowing down though, because these guys are only like level 3s and 4s. So it's not like he's gonna earn a lot of XP from these guys. Can't really pick up any of this stuff because I'll be overburdened if I do. Always room for a pal sphere though. Level 16. I'm gonna go kill stuff that's actually gonna give him XP though. This stuff dies way too easy. Ah, too high. There we go. Almost 17. Gotta get you caught up. Actually, I could if I would have went and used the scrolls at the base, but I don't really think I need to. I think this is going to be an easier way to level you up. Hi, Lamball. 17. Yeah, I knew you were going to get pissy. Still overweight. Oh well. Ah, we got dino sums back here. Good. Put your powers to use, bud. There you go. Beauty. Level 18. Okay, so by the looks of it, to get my full size PAL base, I needed to place it right around here.
Cutting down a tree with a sword. Of course, it would be nice if you could pick up in place. It'd be nice if you could pick up, like if I were to place this PAL box, it'd be nice if I could pick it up and relocate it, if I didn't like where it was. Kind of looks like right here, maybe? Let's put this down. Just throw this stuff in so I'm not overloaded. Okay, let's check out the line. See where our line is. Okay, so our blue line hits the edge here, which is nice. I don't think we'll have a problem with any spawning like here. It comes over the edge here. Okay. How far over the edge? A little bit. A little bit, but not quite much. Not too much. And then it starts coming in here. So all in all, it's a decent size area. Which I think we could do. I think we could deal with this area as being our base area. It's not too big, not too small. Unfortunately, it does have 2 giant blocks of... Dude. Unfortunately, it does have 2 giant ores right smack dab in the middle of it. Which I'm not really a fan of. Another option would be to back it up and build off the cliff. There's a jumper down there, which I don't know if we can build over top of the jumper or not. Now we'll start with it in a base area, and then we'll move outside the base area. See if we can build over top of that jumper. Erk. Can't build out there. Ah! I don't have the material to build it. Okay. But it does show blue, which means we can build there. Where's that jumper? Oh, it's over, it's to the side. And it will let me build to the side. So, assuming that's over top of the jumper, it will let me build over the jumper. Okay. Yep, it'll definitely let me build over the jumper. So that's fine. That'll definitely, if we did that, or we could build like this direction off of this way on an angle. Build out this way, off this side towards the water, which should also be nice. Just a nice view of the desert. So I do like this location. And again, I would just have to move the PAL box back a little, because right now the edge is... Where's the edge? The edge is right there on that tree. And it cuts in right here. So if we move it back a little, so maybe those rocks are on the front edge of it, or very close to the front edge of it, we could still build a wall there. I might not go with the 2 base idea, I might just stick with 1 base. But if we bring this back a little bit, Not too far. Maybe about maybe a couple feet. Maybe bring it back to about here. Bring it back to maybe about here. Like this. Where's the line? Before I build, where's the line? Okay, it is right outside of the rock. So I can even build a double wall here. Double thick wall. Pretty sure anyway. Oh yeah. And it won't interfere with the it won't interfere with that. So I think we're good. I think we got it. Let's put our base here. Where does that put the line on here? And move it out? Not really. Didn't really move it out that much. Moved it back. But didn't really move it out. Like the line is now back here. On this edge right here, which ensures we're not going to get attacked by anything behind us, for sure. Because this entire area is now covered. There's not any kind of gap back here in our circle. And then it comes in right where here? Comes in right here. So we'd have to start our wall here, which is no biggie. And then we just have the wall follow this line all the way around on a curve, which again, no biggie. And we would end it right here, where it comes into contact with this big rock, which is a nice landmark. Nice landmark for the wall. Oh, we got a chest. We have a chest inside our base. But yeah, I could see us putting the expedition could probably go into that rock from right here. That would look a lot better than the expedition we currently have. This one right here, this PAL expedition, which we really only need a few more wood for. We could build it. So we can put the expedition into this wall right here. That would actually be great. It would actually look right. You know. It would actually look right. I think right now it's complaining about the tree. It doesn't like the tree. Oops. I can't remove a tree like that. I think it's complaining about those trees. It was. So we could put the expedition now, like here. And I think it would actually look like it should. Munchill, man, you can't help build? Or can you help build? Now you're inside. I don't know what you're doing. Well, that kind of worked. Let's try something a little better here. I want to go off the edge, but I do want to give it a little more of a throat to the mine. Yeah, we're not off the edge, and the mine should have a bit more of a throat to it, so it at least looks like they're going into a mine. There. It's still got this. It's still got the white stone in there, but at least it looks more like it's going into a mine now. It doesn't look out of place. I mean, the white stone and the dark stone kind of does, but the mine itself doesn't look out of place. So I kind of like that. I kind of like how it's now part of a rock face instead of just kind of hanging off a cliff. That looks a lot better. Okay. Now we're going to go back to our main base, grab a pile of resources, stone and wood, and then we're going to come back here. We need to take. We don't need wool yet. Whoops. Okay, I'll bring. Yeah. Everything going there. Okay. Whoops. Let's fast travel back to our base here. Start getting our stuff moved. Well, not getting our stuff moved. I should say start getting our building materials moved. That is what I want to say. Start getting our building materials moved. So we're going to come over to here. Well, first thing we're going to do is we're going to use this on Munchill to level them up a little bit. Now we're going to put some stuff away. Well, we only really have this wool to pull away, but we're going to put it away anyways. Alright, from this chest, we're going to grab this stack, and this stack, and this stack. Actually, I want to leave one of you and one of you, so it remembers what goes in that box. And now that I am 37,000 pounds overweight, I'll head back. Okay, so how many farms am I going to need? I'm going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to need 5 big farms, right? And 2 small farms. And these big farms, how big are these big farms? When I look at a foundation size. They are about a foundation and a half. So 1, 2, 3, 3 by 3. A 3 by 3 should be able to handle 4 of them. I would think. I would think a 3 by 3 would handle 4 of them. Alright, back to our new base. Which is actually, it stands out nice on the map now. I like that. I don't have to search for it. It's like right there. It's not near any other PAL things. Or waypoints or anything. Not near any waypoints, not near any bosses. It's all right here. Okay. So, for the farms, as it shows, I'm going to need a 3 by 3 platform for 4 of them. Just for 4 of them. I'll need a 3 by 3. Overlaps what? Oh, it's overlapping the... Okay, I see. So if I want to put the farms in a nice dedicated location, I would almost say put them here. Okay, you need to stop doing that. Why are you doing that? Getting too close to that, that's why. Okay, so there. 1, 2, 3, 3, 5, 3. So that should fit 4 farms. But we need more than 4 farms. We have 5 farms and 2 small ones. 5 big farms and 2 small ones. So the 2 small farms are the size of one of these. So for the 2 big farms, we're going to need another 1.5. So that'll be for the other farms, which I gotta build out here with the flat podiums. I can't. Why does that overlap? Oh, I'm outside the rim. I can't build outside the rim. Okay, so we'll leave these for the... Okay, so those are for the 2 small ones then. Although I don't like that. You know what? Let's raise it up. Let's raise it up. There's no reason for it has to be ground level. Let's raise it up. No reason for it to be way down there. It could be up here. So we need a 3x3. So that's 3. 1, 2, 3. And then how about 3 more with this. 1, 2, and 3. Just 3. Okay. So there's 4 of them. That'll get 4 bases down. And then we need the 2 berry ones, which I think the berry ones should probably go further out. And then we need like 1.5. How would you place there? You don't want to place there, you want to place roof. Okay. That says it's outside. So, we'll have to plan accordingly for that. Now, let me get to our farms here. Wheat seeds, tomato. Okay. Did it say this one was out? It said this one was outside, right? Okay. We'll work on that. Because that is not out. That is just an edge out. That is not out, according to the map. This one here might be. It is. Okay. So we won't worry about that one. You know what we're going to do? We're going to put a corner on that one. Whoops, that's the wrong corner. Put a corner here because that shouldn't be outside. It is outside. Interesting. Okay. So maybe we'll do a nice little design here. See, it says that's outside. So how about we do this like that. Bring it to a point like that. That should work. And I might even get rid of this corner here. Well, we'll see what happens here. We'll see if we have to get rid of that. I don't know that we will. Because I think we can also come out like this over here. If we really need to. We can come out like a platform here. So we'll see. I have to actually get the seeds to build these so I can then decide, you know, how to place them. So let's travel back to our main base, which is what we're going to call it, the main base for now. It will be our secondary base eventually. Let's see what we have for seeds. We definitely have enough for the berries, berry farms.
Um, I'm gonna put down maybe a couple of wheat farms, maybe 3 wheat farms, just so I get the shape of them, or I get the size of them. I can use them to determine, where I'm gonna put everything. Okay, so I need 5 of these farms. I need 5 of the big farms. So that means 5 of these wheat farms. So if I start from here, I want to make sure I'm right on that corner. Close as I can possibly get to that corner. I think these are designed 2.5. Pretty sure they're designed 2.5. Yeah, perfect. Perfectly 2.5. So then this one would connect there. That would be 3 farms. We'd have a problem with this one hanging off the edge. But if I put 4 here, I could put 5 here. So then we're good. So we definitely have enough room here for the 5. We definitely have enough room here for the 5. And then we can have our 2 berry ones here. So like berry number 1, berry number 2, like that. So we have 1, and then 2, and then 1 here, and that rounds it out. We don't actually need this at that point. So we can do an angle here just to make it look nicer. We could probably get away with that here too, because that's not outside. So then we can do that like that. Let's make it nicer. We need 1 wheat. So if we bring this one here, line it up with this, right to the edge, say there. We'll do the same thing here, right to the edge, there. Okay, so what do I need here? I don't need this massive corner. I put a nice round corner here. Bring it rounded in. This edge. Oops. Doesn't like that because now it's overlapping. That's fine. You know what? I want to make this entire thing floating. I think I want to make this entire thing floating. Because these giant block platforms look stupid, in my opinion. So we're gonna make this entire thing floating, and we'll put in columns to support stone columns into the cliff sides and whatever cliff face. Does that not need a column under it? Kind of looks like it does, but maybe not. Okay. Oops. Looks like it needed a column there, but maybe not. Whoop. Come on. Comb down to this face here. That's the center, right? Yeah. Comb down here. Well, that's going all the way to the ground. That's going all the way down. That's fine though. I actually don't mind long columns. I would prefer it looks. I would prefer it have the look of strength than for it to just be hanging there because the game says it's okay to hang there. I would rather it look like strength. I would rather it look like it's built um, to hold or to withstand. You know. In fact, I want to put some elements on here if I can, just to tie that in. Tie in that look of strength. I don't need these, but you know what? I think it makes it look a hell of a lot better with them. And then I might even tie it back with some walls. Hang some walls from the center here, if I can. Won't let me. Damn. Will it let me put the opposite edge over here? Yes, it will. Okay, so I'll go with that. You know what? Fuck it. Still makes it look strong. Gives it the appearance of strength. Does it need it? No. Does it look nicer with it? Oh, hell yes. Sure as hell does. Sure as hell does. Alright, so let's get rid of these inner guys, which is probably going to wreck our farms. So I should probably get my ass up here and remove the farms first. I think I lost a farm. Although, maybe not. Okay, let's put in a platform here, platform here, and platform there. Okay, let's put our pillars on there, one there, there, just to even that out. Okay, should probably have one over there too. Okay, then I should have pillars along this front edge here. Can you tell I like pillars? Definitely should have a pillar there. Okay, now we will put our platforms back in. Garden platforms, and this guy should go. Now this looks like a strong platform, man. This is what a strong platform looks like. I can't put that there because now I'm encroaching. And I can't put that there because I'm encroaching. So let's see if we can put some angles to just add the appearance of strength. And we can. So if all else fails, try to put the angles on it. There you go. Look at that. Give it that appearance of overall strength. And that looks like a solid ass platform, if I do say so. If I do say so myself. Alright, it's going to want me to get rid of this tree. Before it'll let me put in a set of stairs. There we go. And we're going to build smartly on this base. We're going to build smartly on this base. So what I'm going to do right here is instead of having that go down, I'm going to put another platform out this way. And this is where our fridge is going to go. On this platform here. We'll have the refrigerator right here. because we don't need to take the refrigerated stuff to the stove. It'll teleport. It'll teleport through the base to the stove. All we need is to have the refrigerator close to where the food is being made, the stuff that's going to be stored in the fridge. So that needs to be close to the the fridge location. Does not The fridge does not need to be anywhere else, or the fridge does not need to be back off in a corner somewhere, or I should say right beside the stove. The fridge does not need to be right beside the stove. So we're going to build these guys. Okay. And we'll put down our first wheat farm, and then we can go and get the other the other farms. So our first wheat farm, where's our wheat farm? Okay. Now I had actually lined it up with this corner and went that way, and I think I should probably stick to that, because I think that's the only way they're going to fit on here. I didn't want them this close to the stairs, but I think that's the only way I'm going to fit them on here. Because I have to have four. I have to have four here, and then one like jetting out this way. So I think this is the only way we're going to be able to do it. So we'll put our wheat farm here, and then we have to put the other farms. Again, our pal's food does not need to be over here. This is just the farm. Our pal's food can be over where we're cooking, not where we're growing. So I'm just I'll seed these, and then I'll water them. And I do have a guy who can help me with that. This will ensure that when we do start here, we'll have a harvest ready to go. Okay. Water. This is why it's good to carry all these different kind of guys on you. It's always nice to have people who can help you out. Now, speaking of people who can help me out, we had a lot of trees here, which I feel is going to become a problem, because I am betting dollars to donuts that these trees will keep respawning, and my logging guy is going to constantly go after the trees instead of going after his logging site. Although I don't really need a logging site if I have trees that keep respawning, right? So really, that's kind of where we're at with that. That's kind of where we're at with that. Oh shit, I need cement for these walls. Okay, I don't have cement. How do you make cement? That's just in a crafting table, isn't it? I think that's just in a regular workbench. You can make the cement. I'll put a primitive workbench here just for now. Cement. I can't make cement in this. Okay. Where do you make cement? Where does one make cement?
Oh, you know what? I bet it's made in this. I bet it's made in the high quality workbench. Which we can't make because we have no ingots or nails here. But I bet you that's where it's made. Oh dear God, here we go. Jesus. Can't stop, won't stop. Oh my gosh. He's gonna rip the forest a new one, I know it. Okay. Back to our main base. Oh God. That's too much. He's too much. Too much for Hollywood, man. Okay. How much cement do we have here? Do we have any? Maybe it's 78 cement. So I can make 78 walls. Now the good question is, where the hell's that stored? In here? Oh, there it is. We'll get our defense wall up, and then we'll start moving. I don't want to move stuff while we have no defenses. But once we have the defenses up, then we can start moving stuff. Alright, so we're going to start with a gate. We'll put the gate on the center of the road because that's just it just makes sense to have the gate on the center of the road. Or centered with the road, I should say. So we'll put the gate there, and we'll start our walls off the gate. Our walls off the gate are going to follow the gate. Well, follow the line, I should say. Not follow the gate, follow the line. So we'll start with the gate, and then we'll work on the lines, or the walls. Okay. So, and let's move them to the inside, like so. Okay. I kind of want two straight walls to start, which is good. Okay, so that works. It's not putting me outside. It's keeping me inside, which is nice. And then we come up to here, which is, can this be a straight wall? This can definitely be a straight wall. Right into the rock face. Perfect. Look at that. That's beautiful. Beautiful. Except I think I should, hold on. I think I should, well, that's not gonna, If I were to curve that one wall a little more, I wouldn't have the blue on the inside. There. And then I can straighten it again. Oh, no, that lets blue in. Okay, so I need, whoops, I need one turn on this. One notch in to keep the blue out of it, out of the base. Probably one more notch in, keep the blue out of the base, and we'll finish it off. That works. That looks nice. Okay. Now, it's the other side. Again, I want to bring this up to the inside edge of the wall, like so. And we'll put, hopefully, a straight one. Oh, we can't put a straight one on this side. That's fine. Are we inside or outside? We're going outside a little bit. Okay. So this side is where we're going to have, not difficulty. Difficulty is not the word I'm looking for. But we're going to have to, we're not going to have our walkway on this side. Too far. We need to have at least one intern here. Okay. And I'll probably follow that up with another intern. Okay. I'm starting to notice the drawing on the ground. I have to make sure the walls pass that drawing on the ground. No, it's not. So yeah, the line's drawn on the ground there. Right here. I have to make sure that is under the wall. Like so. Otherwise, it's going to be seen on this side of the wall. Like so. See? Gotta get rid of these trees. And we got somebody to help with that. Dude. Really? You're not gonna... Damn it. Okay, you know what? You take down this tree. Okay, I'll work on this tree. There we go. Teamwork makes the dream work. Oh. There we go. In there. Where is my blue line? Okay, there's my blue line. There. Oh. Perfect. Perfect. And one more should do. There we go. But you know what? We can't just do that. We gotta finish it up with like a castle palisade or something. 9-degree corner there, 9-degree corner there, then have it come back into itself. There. Perfect. Now, I can't put walls off of these, can I? No. I can't build off of these. It would be nice if you could build off of these. Because I would love to have this outside wall follow back and be able to put a second gate, so it's like a 2-gate system. You know, make it nice there with a double thick wall. But you can't do that, so we'll just leave it like that. But that's nice. That is a nice wall. I like that. It looks nice. It looks professional. Looks calming. It looks protective. Looks like nobody's gonna fuck with us. That's not what I need. Okay, so we gotta trim these 3 trees. Come on over here, bud. Let me get rid of these. Oh, don't hit the wall. Penking. Penking is struggling with his tasks? Penking? Why are you struggling, Penking? Fuck, bud. Penking's over in the other base. Is that too tall? That is too tall. So it needs to be shorter than that. So how tall does this need to be? Maybe that height? Yeah, okay. So it needs to be that tall. Which is that line right below that. That's where I gotta get. That's where I gotta make it to the height. So roughly something like there. Something like there. A little too tall, damn it. That's not what I want.
I want disassembly mode. Okay, so that's a little too tall, and that's like right at the line. So I got to come a little below the line, I guess. A little bit below that line. Maybe, maybe there. That would definitely be a little bit below the line. Back a little bit from the wall. Probably good. Might be good. Yeah, that's good. That could still be a little too tall. A little too tall, though. Let's see if we can get up there and check that out. Oh, on the outer wall. Might still be a little bit too tall. Maybe not, though. Maybe not. Then I would almost like it to follow this angle. The wall, I mean, not the... I'd almost like the wall to turn here and go diagonal that way. So I can use this. Because that'll let me put that there. That's not complaining that I don't have... That's not complaining that I can't put that there. It's complaining that there's not enough support for it. If I put that in, it'll let me do that now. Should. See, I can put that walkway. I can finish off the walkway there. Like so. So if I could turn this wall further. See if I can. Hopefully I can. No, not. Destroy, build. Build, you bastard. Oh, that's why. Duh. Okay, so let's see if I can rotate that to line that up. Ooh. Damn. Well, you know what? That actually still works. That actually still works. Okay. Okay. That works really well. I like. Okay. I think I need to get rid of this one though. We'll just close this off at the end with a. Probably not that. Probably just close it with a wall on here like this. That's not the button. That's not the button. Oh, for crying out loud, stop it. Alt is alignment mode. But I can't. Why won't it? Why won't it align? It won't align to that edge for some reason. It'll align to that edge. And it'll align to that edge. It will not align to this edge. For I don't know why. Whatever. Guess it is what it is. Will you align to this edge? Nope. Oh, because this is a slope. Oh, that's why. That's a sloped. Okay, they don't align to that. We will align to this, so we'll put it there. And as for here, we're gonna have to come out here and then put our stairs down, which I hope will fit right here. Perfect, except for that. Let's see, is there anything I can do here to shore this up? It is not going to like me doing that. I just put a stone pillar, but I don't know where. Where did I put that stone pillar? I have no idea where it went. I hope it went on the other side of that wall, so this doesn't break. Oh, good. I think it's there on that corner. I think. I hope. I hope it's there on that corner. But I could do it now. That's not gonna go like that. I could do a triangular like that. Make it look like it's tied into the wall. Do triangular like that. It'd be nice if it lets me put this here, but it won't. Oh wait. Maybe I can fudge it. Just it won't actually be working. It won't be a working load point, but it'll look like it. There we go. It's not a functional load point, but it looks like it's a functional load point. So that's all that matters to me, is the look of it, the fact that it looks strong. And then the stairs have a nice support there, and I will also give them support out here, like so. Support here, like so. Support here, like so. Get rid of that and this. Additional support there. And that's good. And then it looks like the wall's supporting the rest of it. So there's our defensive catwalk. So we can see the outside of our walls. I can't have it cross the door because you can see the angle changes slightly here, which means if I put it that way, it's going to go through the door. See how it's going to go through the door? See? So I don't want to do that. Going up to the edge of the door here, I think, is more than sufficient. For a catwalk. I just have to finish off the very elaborate walls. Very elaborate stone wall work up here. Which will, of course, look horrendous because these walls aren't long enough for this. And they didn't think to put an angled fence. They would give you an angled wall, but not an angled fence. Figure that one out. Come on, guys. So what we'll have to do is like overlap them like this, which I'll get rid of that now, and I'll put another one. Just got to slightly overlap them, like so, to get them to work together, like that. It's not that noticeable. And we want a little bit of lighting up here. Nothing crazy, just a little bit of lighting. And maybe a wall mount down here. There we go.
Okay, so we've got our defenses in. Our defense wall is built. And I think it's going to keep anything out. I really do. I don't think anything's going to have a chance to get in here. Now, bring my friend back here. Because we need trees. And I'm going to have to start getting some pals going here. Because that's the only way I'm going to get this area cleaned up. So I can actually build. So, just temporarily, I'm going to put a pal food storage right here. This is going to be solely temporary. Okay. And I'm going to build some pal beds along the front edge here because I'm not actually going to craft any, or I'm not actually going to build anything here. So, at least not right here along this front edge, because that's where the stairs are. So I will put the pal beds, I'll put a bunch of pal beds across here, just to support our first few pals. This is just to support our first few pals that we'll have here. Maybe 6 of them. While we build the rest of the infrastructure. Dear God. Okay. Now you can go away. I'll build these, and then we'll get our first few pals here. We're going to need a water pal, a planting pal. I'm just going to go with some regular low-level guys. We don't need, like, level 3 or 4 or whatever of watering and planting and shit. We just need some basic guys. Okay. So let's open our pal box here. We're going to need, like I said, we'll need some basic guys. We'll get a Fox Parks in here. We will get a Lift Monk in here. Actually, no, because he'll want to cut down trees. Flock. Flock is good. Flock is good for that. For watering, we will get a... I need a planter gatherer. Bristla. Bristla, you're going to be good. Get a Bristla in here. For planting gathering. Okay. And we probably should get a logger in here to clear the area, like I said. I just don't want our planter to be focused on water. We definitely need a pick-upper, somebody who can pick shit up and get it into storage. And then maybe a lumberjack. Who we got for lumberjack? Who is good at lumber? You are good at lumber. You are also a planter, carrier, and everything else. So, boom. Okay, so those are our first 5. We'll make sure this base gets picked up, cleaned up, and all that good stuff. In here we will put ingredients and food. For now. Orsect is so slow when he's carrying stuff. Guess he doesn't know how to fly. Okay, so our main quote-unquote castle structure think I'm going to build off this side here. We have some room off this side. Not much room. But you can see the line goes down to there. So we do have room off this side. I want the bottom floor to be big enough to support the three stations. The three production stations, these guys. I don't know if I don't know if the assembly line 2 is longer. I hope the hell it's not. I really hope it's not longer. uh, so, oh, okay. Production assembly line 2 is 1 by 5 foundation squares. Son of a bitch. So they're 5 squares long. Okay. They are 5 squares long. That is just to get an idea. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So from this edge here to that edge there is the length of these fucking production lines. They're 5 squares long. God damn. And on top of that, I need to find a place for the breeding farm and the ranch. Breeding farm might go over in this corner here nicely. If I can put it over here. It might go right here nicely. I can go right up to the wall with it. So right about, where are we here? Right about there-ish. I think I gotta clear that tree out of the way. Oops. I think this tree's gotta go. For it to fit there. Why don't you want to go there? What do you mean overlapping? What are you overlapping with? There's nothing to overlap with. There's nothing there to overlap with. I don't see anything overlapping that. Unless it's talking about this rock, but I don't think so. Whoops. I keep trying to remove like rocks and shit with the build mode. Let's get rid of this rock, and then we'll see if we can fit it in there. Maybe it's this rock. I don't know. Doesn't seem to make any sense to me why it won't fit in that spot. Like that seems like the perfect spot for it. Okay. So it was the rock. Apparently. So we'll put this here. There we go. You know what? I wonder. You know, the production facilities are all are like industrial, right? And we do have industrial type structures. They're built with ingots, which we could actually build that away from the house, specifically for the production lines. That would be kind of cool. If we built almost like a factory over here just specifically for the production lines. Whoops. Did not mean to do that. And that would get the production eyes out of my freaking hair. Because those are some of the biggest pains in the ass in this entire game are those stupid ass production lines. They're so big. Okay, so that can't go there. It's got to come out further. Okay, so we'll go there. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, that's 2. Okay, learn how to count. Learn how to count, Julian. Good God. Axe. Oh, my axe is almost broken. Son of a bitch. I need a repair wheel. Can I make a repair wheel? Do I have the shit to make a repair wheel? I do. Okay. Put it right. Maybe too close to. Oh, too close to the PAL thing. Okay. Got a few builders with me. Actually, everybody's builders. Nice. That helps. Okay, repair my axe so I can chop down these damn trees. Get them out of my way. So that's 2. If I can go 6, that would be great. If I have the room for 6 here, that would be great. Okay. So that's 2. 3, 4, and then 5. So I think we're gonna have enough room here. Get out of that. We're gonna have enough room here for this, and it won't interfere with where I want to put the house. Okay, so that's 3, 4, 5, 6. Do it like that. So that is 1 by 5. So come out 2 by 5. Actually, I put one platform here. Hold on. Up from here. So that's 2. Go up again. It would be deck 3. So I could have my 3 production lines, or my 3 production lines like that. And down here, I would need that there, that there, stairs between them. Whoops. Stairs between them. So, that'll let me get to the various production lines. Triangle here to round off that corner. Okay. So I can have my 3 production lines here in an industrial structure that takes up fairly minimal space. I don't actually need this. So this would be my production factory, and of course I would replace this stuff with the stone stuff with industrial stuff, just to make it look industrial. And I would have my first level stuff down here. So I have production line 1 down here, then 2 and 3. Production line 2, production line 3. I might even reverse the stairs here. Just make them go the opposite direction, because it would be... Because then I'd be coming in from this side, which would be nicer. Have the stairs come down maybe right here. That would be nicer. I need to remove that, of course, for that to happen. Let's move our storage box over here. Actually, let's put down a couple of storage boxes right here, just on a temporary basis. Let them hold whatever they want to hold. Get this out of the way. Dun, 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 move it slowly. Um, you know what? No. This is the back box, so we'll put that there. This box we'll put, yeah, because look, he's already starting to fill it with that stuff, so. There. Okay. What is all this stuff? We have wood, ores, stone, production goods. Okay. Wood, ores, stone, and production goods. So we got wood, ores, stone, production goods. We'll leave it at that. This one will turn off. We'll turn off the wood, ores, stone, and production goods for now. Although I think this stuff is that's PAL materials. Okay, so there we go. And we're gonna change this because I want the okay. Da, da, da. Okay, so if I want the stairs to come down on second, which is here, that needs to be there, and then this needs to be at the far end, like that. Okay, I think this will be a better way of doing this. There, and then we can roll out with this. Now, it'd be nice if I could do that. The fact that it's not letting me is fine. I will, whoops.
I'll have these stairs come out that way then. In that case, so I'll have production line. I'll still have production line 1. Whoops. Wait a minute. Son of a bitch. Fucked up there. There. So I'll still have production line 1 there. Which actually now this makes more sense. That makes more sense because now I can put these back here underneath. Maybe. Are you in the way, Fox Parks? Is that you stopping that? It is. If I got out of the way. And I think the rock is what's stopping that. There we go. All right, so we'll have production line 1 down here, and then we'll have 2, 3, and we'll turn this into an industrial complex. So we'll have like the metal stuff, this stuff here, which I think it only takes 1 stone for everything, or 1 ingot for everything. So I should even, you know what? I should go get ingots. Just to build that. Like, why not? Because I'm pretty sure I have a bunch of ingots back at base. Oh! Wait a minute. Okay. Okay. So... Oh, we don't have a lot of ore here. How to process this in a way that doesn't make me sound like a dick. So, normally, my crew gets together in the evenings, and we play games. And I was told that they would be late today. So that's why I was able to fire out this episode. I was just told that they're no longer going to be around today. So that means I have another time. I have time for another episode. If I wanted to finish this one off and do one more. Or I could spend the rest of the evening getting to know this guy working. Decisions. Decisions. I mean, I feel like I'm in the middle of something here, and I should damn well finish it. But at the same time, I need to get back to No Man's Sky. I'm torn, guys. I'm torn. I'm really torn. And when I say I'm torn, I mean I'm torn. I really do want to get back to No Man's Sky. But I am having such a great time making progress here, at least with the base building that we're doing. We got our Munchill, which is, I mean, that was an awesome goal that we finished up. And the surgery table, we found out about the surgery table. We got that running, which is great. I mean, I didn't know, or I didn't realize that you could do that with that surgery table. So, I mean, I'm loving it. Loving that. Thanks again to my cousin for that. Again, I'm gonna put his link in. I'm gonna put a link to his Twitch in my in the video description. So if you want to go over and watch some of the stuff he does, you can go over there. He does some game playing as well, and I'm sure he likes interactions with his viewers. So yeah, he's another small one. He's got about 100 subscribers. I gained a bunch of subscribers from my video my Star Wars video. One Star Wars video got me more subscribers than like than a whole pile of years of playing video games. I don't know. That's, you know, you have one video go quote unquote viral. I wouldn't even call it viral. I think it was only seen by a couple thousand people. But still, it's kind of crazy how it just takes off. One video can take off, where the others don't. But you know, I don't mind it. I don't mind it. So I've got 33 ingots, which I think is enough to build that facility. So we'll head back, and we're gonna use replace mode. I hope we're gonna use replace mode to do this, so we don't actually tear the building down. So I should be able to go into the metal here. I should be able to grab like metal roof. I should be able to go into replace mode, which is 4. And I should be able to just click on things to replace them. And it should not have any impact on the structural integrity of the building. Okay. So that's the floors. Let's switch over to pillars. Go again to replacement mode. Okay. Replace. I like this industrial look, man. This looks great. Although I think we're going to run out of ingots because I didn't realize how many things we had to replace. Should have a... That's looking good. I didn't replace the bottom ones. Placement mode. Place these. 3, 4, 5. We're down to 2. We're down to 2 left. Let's replace the 2 stairs. Replacement mode. We'll replace that stair and this stair, and then we'll have to worry about the rest in a moment. But that's definitely given the impression of an industrial building, 100%. Yeah, that's definitely given the appearance of this is a production facility that's going to be responsible for, you know, your assembly lines. And it is a compressed structure. It's taking up a lot less room than our current production lines take up, which is a bonus. That always makes me happy when we're taking up less room, or when we've designed something that takes up less room. So that's going to be kind of the same idea with our home. That's going to be over here. It's going to be a multi-structure, or multi-floor, I should say. It's going to be multi-level. It's going to have multiple uses. So, like, main floor is probably going to be crafting tables, like just our regular crafting tables. Second floor is probably going to be pal sleeping, and maybe even third floor pal sleeping. Second and third floors might even have an exterior entrance. I'm currently formulating the appearance of this building in my head, so I can, you know, visualize what it's going to look like. We have a good amount of space here. I'm looking at this. It's at least 8 blocks wide, maybe even 9 blocks wide, and we can go probably 4 or 5 deep. And the back end of it can even be angled and curved, because we're going to have a curved. That wall goes out from there, or that border goes out and around in a curve. You can see the curve down there. So if we follow that curve, we might actually be able to do a curved back to the building, which will give us even more interior space. So I think that is going to be a huge benefit to us. I think it's going to be a huge benefit to us. On top of that, what I want to do is not use any of these basic beds. I want to start off everybody with one of these fluffy beds, because as you can see, pals can rest on it when they're injured, and they love sleeping on fluffy beds. Whereas this one, pals can rest on it when they're injured, It isn't soft, but it's better than nothing. So I'm almost thinking that if they sleep on this one, it helps with their sanity. Whereas when they sleep on this one, it does nothing for them. Uh, it might even lower their sanity. So, and then of course this one is gonna, this one's gonna make all the difference. Now Pen King, I don't know what's going on with Pen King. Let's take a quick trip over there and see what he's up to. I don't know why he's having difficulty, unless he runs out of rocks. Maybe he's out of rocks and can't do it. I don't know. But it's saying he's having difficulty with his task, which his only task is chopping down or cutting down the rocks. So I don't know what's your problem. Quite stressed out because you're hungry. Why are you hungry? Why are you guys out of food? Why are you guys out of food? What is going on here that you guys ran out of food? There's how many are there? Why there's only 3 of you? I thought I had four of you here. Whoops. I thought I had 4 of you here. I do. I have 4 beds. So where's the 4th? We have Priscilla. We have. Where's the 4th? Gillette, where the hell are you? What are you doing? Are you the reason they're not having any friggin' luck over here? Good God. Why are you guys out of food? I have 12. You know what? I'm gonna help you out, buddy. I'm gonna feed you. I can't feed you. Why can't I feed you? Oh shit! It won't let me feed you from. I have to actually take that out of there. Fuck off. Hey, you're still hungry. Have another one. Okay. Why the hell are you guys running out of food? That doesn't make any sense. You guys have a shit ton of food capability here. Something wrong with that, guys. Something wrong with that. It's not going to matter soon, anyways. I'm gonna be able to move everything over to the main base, or the new main base. Because I got 2 rocks there, which I'm gonna try my best not to get rid of. Because this bouncing back and forth between bases is kind of annoying. So yeah. We'll take care of that. What else we got? Okay. I'm gonna grab food from here to give to them for the time being. We got plenty of berries, and we got 1 berry seed. What the hell? Oh, I took everything to the other base, to the new main. All right. Anyway, we'll travel over here. We'll drop off 300 and something berries. That should hopefully let them at least catch up to where they should be at. I'm guessing they ran out of food because Gillette here went AWOL. There shouldn't be any reason for them to have run out of food. They've been going great for so long. Alright. Pen King is getting better now. He's just upset. His eyes aren't bloodshot anymore. He's just upset. Once he's done in the pond, he should be right as rain once more. Hopefully they don't get into that situation again. But anyways, as I was saying, before I was so rudely interrupted,
by a starving pal. Um, it looks like my night's free now, so I should probably have enough time to record another episode. Um, I did set specific time aside this weekend to work on No Man's Sky and get some No Man's Sky recordings done. Um, so I did set time aside for that. Um, but I could, well, see, I could go multiple ways. I can do another episode of Palworld, or I can fix it tonight and then have more time to do recordings tomorrow for No Man's Sky. So, kind of torn. Kind of torn. I do need to bring this episode to an end because we're at the 3 hour mark, which is, as you know, that's longer than I want these episodes to go. I don't want them to go like 3-4 hours. Uh, I want them to stay around the 2 hour mark at most. So we're already past that, and but I mean, case in point, I mean, I'm just having such a great time doing this that I don't want to end the episode. But I have to. So, Jody, get your act together. I'm going to replace the last pylons here with the scaffolding. I did not build any off the back here. That is horrible of me. Why would I do such a thing? Maybe because it wouldn't let me? No, it lets me. Okay. I mean, it's kind of wasting material, but in the same note, it looks better than having the damn thing hanging in the air. Do I need one there? You know what? I don't need one there. I don't. I'm going to forget that it's not there anyway. Let's put in railings. Oh, I like that. It takes 3 ingots for a fence? What? 1 ingot for a floor, 3 ingots for a fence. Jumpin' Jiminy Christmas. That is ridiculous. But it looks so goddamn cool. I can't be mad. I can't be mad. That looks so good. That is going to be a hell of an industrial structure. Oh my god. It looks great. Okay. Come on, head out of the clouds. Let's, Okay. I gotta bring this episode to an end. So, I'm gonna do that right now. We're gonna finish off this episode just by saying that I think this new base is gonna be amazing. I really do. Except, of course, for the trees that are deciding to regrow in the frickin'. Why? 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 You know what? I don't even care. I don't even care. I did care for about 2 seconds, but now I don't. Except for that back tree. That back tree is going to be a pain in the ass because it's growing right where the egg's going to appear. That tree is growing like dead center on where the egg's going to appear. You son of a bitch. Okay, you know what? It won't let me put the ranch back in with the trees there. It'll let the trees grow into the ranch, but it won't let me... Oh my god. This game. Okay, so I'm going to move the ranch over 1. It was lined up with that. It's no longer going to be lined up with that. It's going to be lined up with that. So I'm going to move it over here because I think I can get a better lineup here with the trees because the trees are going to respawn. So if I line it up right about here, it looks like those 2 trees on the side are going to be farther enough off, and then the trees that were in the center here are gonna be out in the actual paddock instead of inside the in front of the damn building. So I'll get rid of these 2 trees, and we'll put the breeding farm there. Oh, fuck off. Get me out of here. The stupid freaking hatchet decided to break. Still works, but it decided to break, so it's a lot slower than it was. You see I'm doing much less damage than I was. 14, 12, 12, 13. Even my dude's doing like 30 and 27. Okay. You're not going to go cut down more trees. Stop that. Okay, so we had it here. Now, wait, we had it here, right? Was it there? Or was it here? Oh, fuck, I don't know. We're going to move it over here. We're going to go here, I guess. And hope to hell this is, oh, where was it over here? I don't know which one it was at. Can I put it here? I can put it here. Okay. You know what? Fuck it. Let's put it between them. Boom. Okay, that's its new location. Hopefully the trees will, when they grow back, won't grow back stupid. Hopefully they'll grow back, you know, in places that look natural. Okay. Good job, guys. I know you're all standing around looking for a pat on the back. Make sure you don't run out of food over there. I know you're cutting down these trees like crazy, but the trees should not be a priority. Okay. At least we're not going to need a tree farm. Like, seriously. There's... and it's back. We're definitely not going to need a tree farm. Because these guys are just going to harvest the shit out of the trees that keep growing back. So that's a good thing. Look, Parks Park. Oh, God. Piles of wood over here, too. Oh, we got a tree growing through the stairs. Did I unlock, like, the street signs yet? Gotta check. I opened the metal barrel set, antique leather. Where are the streetlights? Do we have streetlights yet? Or not streetlights, oh no, they're down here. Traffic cones and the road signs. Damn. Because these things are small enough that you can place them, and they won't be able to, the trees won't be able to grow, because they're small enough. I don't have anything really small enough to place, you know, that just... Where's all my furniture? Oh. No, I thought I had furniture unlocked. Like, at least some furniture. I got no furniture unlocked? I could put a barrel there. Just turn off all the storage. Give me a hand, buddy. I could put a barrel here and just turn off all the storage options on it. That should stop the tree from regrowing. Uncheck all. You ain't storing nothing there. It's decorative. That should stop the tree from growing there. I should also have... I don't have any ingots left over here. But I should have a post off of that corner. Off of this corner here. At minimum. At minimum, I should have a post off of that back corner. Love it. I love the look of this. Not gonna lie. I don't want my base to be built out of this. I want a stone foundation, maybe a stone first floor with a wood second floor and third floor. That's what I want the house to be made out of. Stone first floor, wood second and third. Give it a nice look. Might even put some glass off the back. Maybe like a sunroom or something like that. Make it look nice. We'll see. I'm formulating ideas. I've built houses in Ark. I've built houses in this game. I've built houses in, Conan and all that, which are all basically the same structures. They all have the same kind of basic layouts, squares and triangles. This game is missing several things that it needs, though. Like there is no inside corner for roofs. You have an outside corner. You have a triangular corner, but there is no inside corner, which is almost needed as a roof piece. As well, you have no diagonal fencing. You have straight fence, and that's it. There's no diagonal fencing, so you can't adhere a fence to a diagonal. So it's that gives you that leaves you a little handicap there as well when it comes to building, especially the interior corner. The interior corner is huge. The fact that it's missing is huge. It is very hard to build a shaped roof without a trough, corner. So I hope they add that in, but that's not going to help us right now. I hope they add that in the future, but that's not going to help us in the present. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to sign off and be back again. I'm probably going to do another episode. So yeah, I've planned for this weekend to be No Man's Sky, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do another episode of Palworld, and then I'm gonna fix No Man's Sky on the weekend in the morning, and then I'll do several episodes of No Man's Sky, get them posted, and we'll go from there. All right, so you Palworld folks, you're getting a little more Palworld. You No Man's Sky folks, please don't fret. Technical issues aside, I do actually want to get back to No Man's Sky. So, technical issues aside, I know this has been a little break from the game, or it's been a while since I've played the game last, but I do want to get back to it because we do have more to do. We were on a roll in that game too, so I'd like to get back to that. Anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. One more episode coming up before we get back to No Man's Sky, and I think the next Palworld episode that I do, which is going to be recorded in a couple of minutes, will be focused on getting the house built. Once the house is built, and I have the beds in, which I'll have to go count how many beds I need. But once the house is built, I have all the PAL beds in. Then I'm going to bring everybody over here. That's going to be the queue to transfer. That'll be my transfer queue. So what I'm going to do is I'll take all the guys that I currently have out here, put them back in the PAL box. So I'm not going to be using them. Although you know what, I might. I mean, Warsack's doing a fucking good job on those trees, I gotta say. But we do have tree guys. Look at him go. He's just like,
He's ready for a battle. Look at him. He's like Yokozuna over there. Anyway, taking you back to the WWF days, back before they had to change their name because of some wildlife foundation. Grr. Anyway, we're gonna get out of here. This is Jody, and I'm signing off. See you next time. Bye bye, everybody. Have a great one. Bye bye.